Hey guys and gals, my name is Kuars and today I have a special question for you. Do you know what this is? Maybe. From the first look, you might have realized that this is Spider-Man issue 300. Now, I'm not holding this issue in my hand because I love Spider-Man or because I love this issue specifically or even the fact that Venom is in it. No, I'm holding this issue with The Amazing Spider-Man for a very special reason. It's because the artist of this issue was specifically Todd McFarlane. Now, other than the fact that he kind of sounds like Seth MacFarlane, the Family Guy creator guy that does the Peter Griffin. Other than that, he also has a very important place in comics history, especially with something called Image Comics. Now you guys might have heard of Image Comics through Invincible or even stuff like fucking Tech Jacket or Radiant Black. But one of the first things that started out with Image Comics was Spawn, made by Todd McFarlane himself. Now I don't have a physical copy of Spawn, unfortunately, on my hands, even though I would love to have one. I really just don't. I only have this and also this collection book right here. And that pretty much consists of everything Todd McFarlane related that I have in my possession right now. But don't let that undermine how important Todd McFarlane is. Then definitely do not let that undermine how important Spawn is. Now, Spawn is definitely not as household of a name as Spider-Man or Batman or The Flash or anything else, but he's just as important to comics history as any of those other characters. Now, with great power comes great video game adaptations, and today we're going to be talking about one of those video game adaptations, specifically Spawn in the Demon's Hand for the Sega Dreamcast. That's right.
Fuck yeah. If I could use any word to describe this game, it would be fucking badass. That's right, it's so badass I had to use two words even though I said a word. Now admittedly, there isn't that much content in this game, especially if you're playing by yourself. But the main single player mode that you can play through is this boss attack mode that, well, I mean, it's kind of in the name, isn't it? You beat the shit out of a boss and then you go to the next level. It's really as simple as that. Also, there are multiple characters to play in this game, but I just went with the man Spawn because, well, he looks cool. I know from the way I described it, the game doesn't actually seem that cool, but believe me, it really does feel awesome to just beat the shit out of some guys and beat the shit out of a boss for like 20 minutes or something. Hey, don't underestimate this game though. Even as early as the third stage, the difficulty starts ramping up a little bit. I also want to say that when you die in this game, you don't actually die for real. You just die and then respawn, but 12 seconds get detracted from your timer. If you die enough times or you're just enough of a pussy that the timer runs out, well, then it's actually game over and you have to play the level again. Also, in terms of a structure, I feel like it's better to look at this game as a fighting game more than anything. Not like a traditional 2D fighter, but like a very early arena fighter, almost. Even this boss attack mode kinda just feels like the arcade mode of a fighting game. Which honestly kinda makes sense because this was an arcade game at first. Also, I feel as though this game was 100% designed for more than one person to be playing at a time because either I suck like major balls, or this game is actually kinda hard for one player. Also, look at this guy's face. I just wanted to point it out, I thought it looked funny. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda cheesed some of the bosses by just spamming grenades any chance I had, and that still didn't stop me from getting my ass fucking beat. Also, I literally found this out while fucking around, but apparently if you press the right trigger, you do like a special attack? I didn't even know about this. Whatever, I never used it again in my playthrough anyway, so I don't think it matters. Anyway, look, you beat enough of the bosses, and guess what? You get to this guy over here, right? And then this guy just tells you, well, you don't have a friend with you, so fuck off. Yeah, that's right. You need to be playing in multiplayer to actually finish this mode, which, I don't know if it's obvious, but I don't have anyone to play this with. So I decided to try out the Battle Royale mode with some bots. And all that got me was the knowledge that I utterly suck butt in this game. Like, I genuinely am just that bad. At the end, I was legitimately last place. Like, dude, look, at the end, all you need to know about this game is that it's badass and it's a nice little time waster. In conclusion,
I am Spawn.
What the fuck?